Okay, news that's coming in right now is D-Day for Wrestling Federation of India boss Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Cops have reached the court with the charge sheet which they'll be filing in the case of the two FIRs that have been filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. One in the case of the 6 adult victims and their complaint, and one in the case of the alleged minor and the complaint that she filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. There are two teams of Delhi police that have in fact reached Patiala House Court and Rouse Avenue Court, and shortly they will be filing the two charge sheets against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. It remains to be seen what are the charges that are framed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, if evidence was found against him as far as the complaints are concerned against the WFI boss. Remember, it was today that Sports Minister Anurag Thakur had assured the protesting wrestlers that by today, June 15, the charge sheets will be filed. Anisha Mathur is joining us at the moment on this story. We believe that teams of the Delhi police, Anisha, have reached Rouse Avenue Court and Patiala House Court to file the charge sheets in the two cases. One in the case of the FIR by the 6 adult victims of this case, and one in the case of the alleged minor.
Well, yes, follow me. I can confirm that teams of the Delhi police have reached both courts. I myself am at the Patiala House Court, where just a few minutes ago, two women officers of the Delhi police and the PP, Atul Srivastav, have reached the court of the additional sessions judge on duty. They are carrying quite a large file with them. It looks like several at least 2,000 pages of documents. However, that also includes several hundred pages of sealed documents from what we can see from in the hands of the police, who are currently waiting to speak to the judge as far as the case of the minor is concerned. Remember, these are two separate FIRs that were filed, one on allegations by the minor, which would be under the POCSO Act. The second, of course, being the allegations by the adult wrestlers, which is in the Rouse Avenue Court, where my colleague Srishti and Sanjay Sharma are there, who are giving us updates, which says that about 1,000-page charge sheet has been filed also at the Patiala House Court. At the moment, follow me, we are not able to tell our viewers exactly what is in the charge sheet, because still now the judges have not been informed of the contents of the documents that are being submitted by the police. But we can confirm to you that in both courts, in Patiala House Court as well as Rouse Avenue Court, teams of the police and the prosecutors have reached with documents relating to the cases filed by the wrestlers. So in just a few short minutes, we should get an update of what exactly is the police going to be saying in this particular case. But remember, both of these cases also include several statements which are kept in sealed cover. Back to you.
Okay, so several statements that have been kept in a sealed cover. We will, of course, shortly find out what the Delhi police has filed as far as this charge sheet is concerned. There are two charge sheets, as Anisha was pointing out. One which will be filed in the Rouse Avenue Court, which is concerning the complaints of the adult women wrestlers against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. And the second is in the case of the complaint filed by the alleged minor. It is also going to be very crucial, Anisha, because you're, of course, standing by at the Patiala House Court, where the Delhi police will be shortly filing the charge sheet in the case of the complaint filed by the minor, because there were reports, of course, that the minor had appeared before a judge at the Patiala House Court subsequent to her first complaint and possibly recorded a new statement.
Well, follow me, what was in the statement, as we've been discussing over the last several days, what are the contents of the actual statements is something that will remain sealed. The only clue that we will likely get today from the state will be from the statement that the prosecutor will make, the public prosecutor will make here before the judge regarding the contents of the charge sheet itself. Remember, when a charge sheet is filed, the public prosecutor has to file, the public prosecutor informs the court. At the moment, and I can tell you, follow me, right now, my colleague Shreya Chatterjee is inside the courtroom, even as the public prosecutor Atul Srivastav is making submissions before the Patiala House Court here in the POCSO case. They have said that they want to file a report in the wrestlers case. Now, what are the contents of this report? We will find out as my colleague Shreya gives us updates from inside the courtroom. But as of right now, we can confirm to you in the Rouse Avenue Court, the police is waiting for the judge to come so that they can make their submissions with regard to the contents of the report that they're filing in Rouse Avenue Court, since the judge is here, additional sessions judge who is on duty during the summer vacation is sitting here. The public prosecutor, Atul Srivastav, has just informed them that the Delhi police is filing a detailed report in the case relating to the minor wrestler. And we will keep getting minute-by-minute updates here, as my colleague Shreya is inside the courtroom and sending us updates here at Patiala House Court, and my colleague Srishti is in the Rouse Avenue Court as well, sending us updates on what is happening inside. But as far as the details of the case itself is concerned, remember, follow me, because this matter concerns sexual offences, because this matter concerns the allegations of molestation, etc., the statements of the victim as well as the key statements of the witnesses are kept in sealed cover till the time the judge takes cognizance of the charge sheet and makes it public. Now, at the moment, of course, as I said, we are waiting for the public prosecutor to give any details of what is actually in the report that they have filed before the court. I am waiting for an update from my colleague who's inside. Back to you.
Sure. Okay. Anisha, of course, will be tracking all those developments. So the important piece of information that's coming in right now, while the Delhi police waits for the judge to come in at the Rouse Avenue Court, where they will be filing a charge sheet in the case of the complaint of the 6 adult victims, wrestlers who had complained of sexual harassment, the complaint against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. In the case of the minor wrestler, the Delhi police now, we can tell our viewers, has filed its report before the judge in the Patiala House Court. Public prosecutor Atul Srivastav there on behalf of Delhi police has filed that report. A report has been filed in the minor wrestler's complaint case against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Anisha and Shreya tracking those developments at the Patiala House Court. Let's listen in to what the WFI boss Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh said a couple of days ago to my colleague Arvind Oja.
दिल्ली पुलिस की जांच लगभग पूरी हो रही है एसआईटी की, और 2-4-5 दिन में चार्जशीट दाखिल हो जाएगी और कुछ रिपोर्ट दाखिल करेगी। आपका पहला रिएक्शन क्या है?
चलिए, वो तो काम कोर्ट का है, उसको कोर्ट को करने दीजिए।
अच्छा, आपने ये भी हल्कों में आया है कि आपने बताया कि एक राजनीतिक साजिश है, जिस तरह से पूरा धरना प्रदर्शन आरोप।
अभी मैं सुबह एक्सरसाइज करके जब गेट पर उतरा तो कोई मीडिया के बंधु खड़े थे। उन्होंने एक अनौपचारिक सवाल पूछ लिया कि क्या आप राजनीति के शिकार हैं? हमने कहा हम राजनीति के शिकार नहीं हैं, हम कांग्रेस के शिकार हैं। और ये जो घटनाक्रम चल रहा है इसमें कांग्रेस की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है, समय आने पर विस्तार से बताएंगे। लेकिन हम राजनीति के शिकार नहीं हैं, हम कांग्रेस के शिकार हैं।
ये जो पूरा एपिसोड हुआ, जितने आरोप प्रत्यारोप लगे, सबके पीछे कांग्रेस है।
कांग्रेस मेरे कुंडली में बैठी हुई है, फिर कभी बताएंगे, लेकिन कांग्रेस मेरी कुंडली में बैठी हुई है। मुझे जब भी तकलीफ होती है तो कांग्रेसियों से होती है।
अच्छा, पुलिस यहाँ भी आई थी, ये पूरा जांच करके गई है। पुलिस यहाँ भी आई थी जांच करके गई।
वो जांच का विषय है, जांच का विषय है।
अच्छा, मेरा एक आखिरी सवाल आपसे है कि ये जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई, जो जांच हुई, क्या आपको लगता है आप क्या इंसाफ मिलेगा या
नहीं? है इस पर बोलना उचित नहीं है, बोलना उचित।
So that is, of course, WFI boss Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh blaming the Congress for the trouble that he's facing. The latest update that we're getting to you from the Patiala House Court is that the Delhi police has filed its report in the case of the minor wrestler who complained against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Remember, this minor wrestler just a few days ago, after having filed the original complaint, which was then turned into an FIR, had approached a judge in the Patiala House Court and recorded a new statement. What was in that statement? Did she change her statement? What happened is still not known, because this concerns a minor who was a minor at the time that she alleges she was sexually harassed by Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. The matter is all confidential. It's under sealed cover. That report has now been filed by the Delhi police in the minor wrestler's case before the judge at the Patiala House Court. The Delhi police is also standing by at the Rouse Avenue Court. Another team of the Delhi police is standing by at the Rouse Avenue Court, where the charge sheet will be filed in the case of the 6 adult victims who accused Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh of having sexually harassed them between the years 2012 to 2022. 6 adult victims who complained of sexual harassment. Remember, today is when the deadline comes to an end. Just a few days ago, when the Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur had met with the protesting wrestlers over a 6-hour-long meeting, one of the assurances that he gave the wrestlers was that a charge sheet will be filed by June 15 by the Delhi police. Let the law take its own course, he said, and he told the wrestlers who were insisting on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's arrest, he said, let the law take its own course. The police is investigating the matter. They will be filing a charge sheet by June 15. Today, the Delhi police has now approached the court and has, in the case of the minor wrestler, filed its report before the Patiala House Court and is awaiting the judge's arrival at the Rouse Avenue Court as we speak.